Big Ten championships in Ohio. And you guys already know what it is, man. Some of the best competition in the entire country is here, and we're here projected to win a Big Ten title. Last year, we just went outdoors. So if we win this year here in indoors, Inspire in 2024, that means we'll be the back-to-back Big Ten champions. And so we are in the 800 and potentially the 4x4. We're gonna take it one race at a time. Tomorrow we are racing at 3:05 p.m. against the #2 best 800 meter runner in the entire country right now. He's currently at a 146.6, I believe. We're at a 147.7, and we're right there in range. All we can do is go out there, run, and compete. You can't predict what type of race it's gonna be. All you can do is strategize, write out your race plan, and go out there and try to execute. So we put in all the work ever since last season. Last season, we finished on a very low note, and we worked very hard throughout the summer, very hard throughout the fall to get into this position that we're here today. So a little bit about our schedule. Right now, we're about to go head down to the track, get 3 200s in, practice some handoffs. After that, chill out for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow's showtime. Tomorrow, all we are worried about is making that final. If we can get our NCAA qualifier mark 2, that'll be the cherry on top, but all we care about is making it to Saturday. And on Saturday, we're gonna attempt to become a Big Ten champion. This is gonna be an amazing vlog. Let's go! We're here at Spire Academy. Preliminary rounds are tomorrow. As I mentioned before, the first heat at the Big Ten is always the most chaotic because you don't get to see the other runners run previously to you. So you go out there and just run your own race. As I mentioned before, got nothing else to do besides go out there, compete, and have fun. So, like I said, 300-meter track. If you turn the camera around, Gabe, very nice facility. You got all these different athletes out there competing, all within the Big Ten. And next year, this is only gonna get even crazier with the 4 new schools joining the Big Ten. So I'm feeling good. The body feels good, feels healthy. We were doing some 200 meters strides out there, and we were hitting 27s, 28s pretty easily because we don't got that bank anymore. Flat track, indoor, 300 meters, anything's possible. Currently right now, we're number 22 in the nation. We're attempting to get that top 16 and try to book our ticket there to Boston. So it's gonna take about probably a 146 high to a 147 low, and so I'm pretty confident in my ability. Let's go out there and make it happen. Let's go. Game time, everyone. You can see this right here. Lucky number 500. And on the back, if you zoom in right there, that says Schultz. This is an insane number to get here. It's I say this number is a statement. There's only one 500 out there. There's only one opportunity, one chance throughout the entire year to go inside of Ohio, Geneva on a 300-meter track. And this is the last year that they're ever gonna do this Big Ten championship here inside of Spire. They had a 10-year contract. It started in 2013. 2024 is the last year. And so what better way to go ahead and have a proper send-off here inside of Geneva than with the Big Ten title as a team, as an individual, and punch our ticket to Boston. So right now the time is 9 o'clock at night. We just finished up our team meeting, which is pretty funny, and then a whole day of just chilling and getting ready for this weekend's competition. We're super excited. I have not written down my race strategy yet, but the plan is we're facing the #1 guy, Wisconsin. We're gonna get out. We're gonna treat tomorrow as if it is the final. There's no other choice where we're gonna jog the first 400 or jog the last 200 or just random stuff. We're gonna treat tomorrow like a full-on competition, like a full-on war. There's some prelims and some competitions where you're able to go in and go out and just chill out the whole entire race. But tomorrow's, I don't have that opportunity, that chance. I'm treating tomorrow like my life depends on it, honestly. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna get out crazy or my adrenaline superhero. I'm not gonna get too locked in where I'm here. I'm just gonna show right in the middle and do what I do best. And I always reiterate this, but I'm so serious. All you gotta go out there is compete. Gabe behind the camera, we were talking earlier, he's like, what do I gotta do tomorrow? I'm like, bro, you don't gotta break a record. You don't gotta set a new personal best or anything crazy. You just gotta go out there and compete. Don't say it out loud. Just literally go out there and compete and just feel it. Just go get into the flow state. The flow state is where you need to be as an athlete to go out there and do amazing things. So don't chase time, chase competitions, and go off your intuition and go off your feelings. So that's all I have for today's vlog, and I'll catch back with you guys tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Come on, man. February 23rd, 800 is at 3:05. We are in the very first heat. As I said yesterday, number 500, lucky number 500. We got Puerto Rico on the top. And I'm gonna go with you here real quick about my race strategy. So as I mentioned to you guys yesterday, racing the #2 NCAA best 800 meter runner here in the NCAA. I'm cool with him. He's a great guy. And I faced some high-level competition this year. I faced a 146. I faced low 147s. I know what it feels like to go that fast. And I know that whenever I'm facing the best competition, that's where I thrive the best. So what we're going to do is we're just going to relax. First 400 meters, 200 meters. Obviously, my relax is different than a lot of people's relaxing. It's going to be a cool 25, 26 low, just chilling. Arms, arms, arms. Once we hit that 400 meter mark, I'm honestly expecting to come across like a cool like 52 high, 53 low. But the way that the training's been going and the way that I'm feeling right now, I definitely think that a 53, I can double back with another 53. Just the way that we've been training, Gabe behind the camera has been pushing me in practice. I definitely know in my ability that around that 400 to 500 mark, I'm gonna start turning it up a little bit. And if I came across in like 119 low, honestly 118 high again, or 119 high, or even 120 flat, I'm pretty confident I'd be able to close pretty hard with a 26 or something along those lines. But confidence is key in high level competitions. The last thing you got to be doing in these meets is doubting yourself. Last year at the Outdoor Big Ten Championships, I doubted myself. When I showed up to my race, I doubted my training, everything going up to it. And then I was leading within the last 50 meters. And then just because I didn't believe in myself and my strategy, I decided to swing wide to try to block another runner. But what me doing that actually opened the lane for another runner who was actually had a lot more energy. And he ended up passing me. He was from Penn State, and then he won, made it to the final, and I was done. So today we're gonna run confident, we're gonna run smart, and we're getting after it today. If we obviously don't qualify today, we're not going to make it to tomorrow. So the goal is to make it to tomorrow by any means necessary. And if we make it to Boston on top of that, we make it to Boston. So let's go and go ahead and check out this race. Let's go, baby. Boom.
You up where you're gonna go, okay? Your break mark is at the end of
section, just going and riding his coattails, hopefully to time that'll be quick enough, coming through 568 seconds. So quick but not incredibly fast. It's kind of right in the middle and something where it allows everyone to stay on that pace and stay in the race.
Yeah, we've got Nico Schultz sort of right up on the outside here. We've got three athletes starting to pull away. We've got four here fighting for two spots.
Schultz has run 147 already this year. Hassan 146. Swinging out wide is Casey of Wisconsin. Hassan and Casey to the line to automatically qualify. And Hassan celebrating a little bit for his teammate, Andrew Casey, who made a hard surge at the finish. Hassan felt good with where he was at. There was a little move from Ishii that looked like he might be able to sneak in on the inside. Badgers go 1-2.
So the race from yesterday, unfortunately, we did not qualify, and a lot of amazing athletes in the past, they have to go through different failures, different setbacks, different difficulties where they were supposed to do something and they didn't accomplish it, or they were supposed to win some sort of competition and they didn't. And I guess yesterday was just my day. Yesterday, if I were to break down the race, I expected the number 2 running the NCAA to take it out a little bit faster. All year I ran my 200s in 25-26, my first 400s in 52s, 53s. Yesterday my first 200 was 27 and my first 400 was about 56 to 57. And instantly, as soon as that happens, when you're in 147 shape, 146 shape, and you run a very strategic race like that and leave it up towards a kick at the end, you're subject to get caught by somebody who isn't in as good a shape as you. For example, the 149 Wisconsin runner, or even the Penn State guy, or even anybody in that race. And so I left it up to a kick that unfortunately I just did not win. And it's a learning lesson, no doubt. They say that you are measured by not your success, but who you are when you fail and who you are when things go wrong. And so that's exactly who I got to be today and who I was yesterday. It was, how am I going to be able to support my teammates? How am I going to be able to bounce back from this? Am I going to let this snowball and knock me over and just be depressed about it and keep on thinking about the race, or am I going to keep on moving forward? So as I mentioned in my last few videos, that you aren't measured by your performances, rather how good or how bad they are. You're still the person that you are. And I appreciate you guys and everybody who supported me so far in this journey, because I'm not just measured by Nico, the 147 runner, number 2 all time. I'm measured by the advice that I can give to you guys and how I can help inspire people, my teammates, my family, my friends. And like I said, you can't let life get you down, even if you feel like you were supposed to win, or if you mess up extraordinarily bad. You got to keep on going and keep on pushing no matter what. I was telling Gabe behind the camera that, you know, he didn't have the best day yesterday, but I'm super glad that he got to have this experience as a freshman, because he's going to be killing stuff as he gets older. And I even had a guy from Rutgers yesterday. Shout out to him. He was in the 600, and right after my race, I was super frustrated, super upset, and he came up to me and he told me, he was like, yo, I know you probably don't want to hear this right now, but your videos have changed my life and have helped me get through this. And hearing somebody else talk about track, and he told me that I was going to do things bigger than anybody in the entire stadium, and that entire facility was going to do. And that really inspired me and showed me, like, wow, like, these videos are actually working, they're actually helping. And so today I'm going to do my best to be the best teammate, the best fan, the best supporter that I could possibly be. And if my coach believes in me and my ability that I deserve to be on that 4x4, we're going to go out there and kill that 4x4. So thank you guys so much for staying tuned to the channel. I know this race didn't go as planned. We obviously had ambitions and goals and aspirations to try to make it to Boston and make it to that top 16, but that's just not in our plans right now. That's not in our cards. And I'm a big believer in God, and that He puts certain obstacles in your way to make things happen. And it's pretty funny, because my mom told me after the race that she actually had a dream that I didn't make the final, and she never has dreams like that, but she actually had dreams that it was a big upset, and I didn't make it, which is pretty funny. But as I said before, I think things are just meant to happen as they happen. And so I think that this is going to make me a stronger man, a stronger athlete, and more mentally tough, and make me a more confident runner in my own ability, and not basing things upon times about what somebody has done previously. And as I love to say about the Big Ten, is that you got to show up on that day and be that performer. And yesterday, I just wasn't that 147 performer. I think I got out a little bit too stagnant. I think I wasted too much energy by running in lane 2, and I think I was losing confidence as the race was going on by burning more and more energy, and I didn't run as confident as I should have. So take this as a learning lesson for me, is to always go out there and run your competition and do your own race, no matter who's in your race with you. Go out there, do your absolute best, and leave it all on the track. And if you're to learn anything from me, it's that no matter what happens on that track, good, bad, or anything in between, that you as a person bring more value to this world than you ever will on that track. So that's all I got to say about this. So let's go out there, potentially try to win another ring, cheering our teammates, and see what happens. Leave it all up to God. So let's get it, guys.
Ohio State still leading the Hawkeyes. We'll go into our third exchange here down on the back stretch.
Ohio State, Iowa. Iowa making a move on the outside early. Looked like they eased up, but Ohio State didn't go too hard. Iowa said, okay, I gotta go, but had to make that move on the turn. Iowa establishes position in front with a bit of an aggressive cut down. Ohio State
was, guys. 46-7, 46-8, around there. I haven't really officially timed it yet, but we had an amazing split on the 4x4. If we were to have won that race, we would have been the Big Ten champions, but unfortunately, we just did not have it for this race, and we did the best we could. You know, we made the best out of a bad situation where we didn't make the 800, and honestly, it was so painful to sit there and watch that 800-meter final because it was won in about our PR. I believe the winner was Camden Marshall from Indiana, who ended up winning the race with a 1:47.6 something. I believe in our PR is 1:47.75. And that was painful to watch, especially given the fact that we lost to a strategical error. And so, but that only motivates us for outdoor season. We have a lot of good training ahead of us. We feel healthy. Our body feels great. And all you can do sometimes is sit back and laugh at the cards you're given, and just it makes you hungry going into the next opportunity, the next chance that you're going to get, because you know that you put in the work, put in the time, and that you are better than what you showcased out there on the field. So today we just had to take that one on the chin, but we're going to go ahead and bounce back, man. We got about a good month of training ahead of us before we open up at Florida Relays Outdoor, where we're going to get into the invitational section and go ahead and start an outdoor season off with a bang. I see no reason as to why we could not start the season off with the 146. That's the type of shape we're in. That's the type of confidence that we have within our own ability. And then doubling out with the 46 low to 45 high on the 4x4 split. So, and it was really cool today too as well, being able to see some of the athletes and talk to them about the videos. A few guys came up to me and said that, hey man, I've been watching your videos, man. Congratulations. Like I love what you're doing. And it was super cool just hearing that from other people. So we're going to keep the videos rolling no matter what, under any circumstance, whether or not we break the world record or one of the slowest we ever ran in our entire lives, man. So this has been the Big Ten Championships, not the vlog that none of us could have ever expected. But hey, we went out there, we performed, we did the best that we could. And we're going to go ahead and bounce back and keep on training hard. So best of luck to you guys. I know all my high schoolers out there are starting up their outdoor seasons. Not everybody has indoor season, and some high schoolers are finish up their indoor season or heading into outdoor, man. So good luck to everybody out there. We're going to go ahead and get into our outdoor season, man. So our outdoor aura is about to be insane. That 144 is loading. We never hit that 145, and we never hit that 146, but it's coming. Be patient. Let's go.